Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about how I live my life. Some people live their life to impress that girl, to go chase that guy. Others live their life because they want to retire their parents. That's why they work so hard. It's all about 7 layers of why in regards to how one goes about their life. For me personally, and this is something that I learned from my dad, I live my life so others are better off for having known me. The whole point of life, and this is what I'm tapping into as of late, is to remember the birth vision. Why you were born to the parents that you were born to. And it's all in favor of forwarding this world vision, this shift that you feel, this second great awakening, a new renaissance that is really beautiful, especially as, things are really being put into motion in regards to an upcoming solar eclipse. And all in all, this Aries season has me feeling some type of way, has me tapping into some type of energy, and I want to leverage it and use it for good, use it with positive intention to do just this, to document, to talk about, how I live my life and affirm that it's going to resonate with some of you listening at the end of the day. So listen, everybody is a stranger at first. Even your mother and your father are strangers, but you come to know them over time, right? You're brought into their comfort at birth. Now you meet strangers all the time. Your future husband or wife, they're out there right now, which is beautiful. But right now they're strangers to you. And at a young age, we're taught to be wary of strangers. And, I see a problem with that, right? A problem that I've created in my mind, because everybody can be better off for having known you, right? If you meet a random person in a coffee shop, right, and you start chatting it up, but in your head you're like, I don't want to rush out of here, I got things to do. At the end of the day, they're not going to be better off for having known you. Does this make sense? So when I meet new people, I wholeheartedly am so invested into the type of person they are, to the type of business they might run, who they might know, because this is really how the synchronicities start to arise. You don't know how one person can change your life, right? And if you're ignorant of that fact and you meet somebody new and you don't really care to get to know them, well, number one, they're not better off for having known you, and you're not better off for having known them. But they could be strategically placed in your life for a reason. You're just disregarding it. So living your life so others are better off for having known you is such a beautiful way to go about your life, because everybody you meet, you see as a synchronicity. What can this person bring me? How is this person helping me remember my birth vision? How can I help them remember their birth vision? Maybe they know people I know. Maybe I know people that might help them tap into what they're truly passionate about. This is all in the unknown. It's all in a black hole waiting for you to figure it out. Pull it out of the black hole, and that comes from conversing and having that intention, that really just and righteous intention that you want to go about this new conversation with love and affection, so that this other person will be better off for having known you, for having met you. It's so beautiful. It's why I like following synchronicities and seeing where they take me. Because if I'm going about my life and I'm meeting new people, deep down, I'm really curious, what is this person bringing to me? Whether that's value, meaning, understanding, a way of life, etc. I want to know. I'm really, really curious. But most importantly, I want to ensure that by the time the conversation ends, they go about their life feeling, looking, and vibrating 1% better because they met me. That's what's really beautiful about meeting new people and following these synchronicities. That's why I look forward to The Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer, one of my next reads. Completely detaching from my ego, completely surrendering to God, the universe, infinite intelligence. Imagine an egoless life where you just accept the synchronicities and you give them meaning and you provide value just cause. You just give away money just because somebody brought value into your life. It's so beautiful. And because your intentions are so just and righteous, you want to ensure that the person who brought you that understanding of life, that way of being, you want to ensure that they're on the right path, that they're continuing on the right path after having met you. That's what's so cool about it, about living your life so others are better off for having known you. That's the only thing that matters to me in regards to strengthening meaningful relationships. Because I know what I'm capable of. In the now, I'm evolving over time, and I'm only going to gain more skills over time. But what I can provide to others now, here and now, I'm going to do so. And I'm going to ensure that they're better off for having known me. It's so beautiful, this way of being. Live your life so others are better off for having known you. It's how I live my life, and if you're unsure of how to live yours, continue listening to your heart and follow the synchronicities. And when you meet these individuals, try to understand why. Give it meaning, give it purpose, and ensure that they're better off for having known you. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Mindful 8. I love you dearly. Have a great rest of your day.